for a while, it's Dash of Dave here, and I'm back for another crafty video. So, do you remember we made these in my last live? So we made these for this. So this is going to be my new project. My going to be using up the pages in here and adding new pages to it, etc. We made this. So this is the one that hadn't dried completely, and I wanted to wait until we could see it. So this is, I'm going to show you now. So there you go, that's what it looks like now. It's dried, and it's much more translucent than it used to be. So so I wanted to show you what that one looked like. But yes, I wanted to make some more of these pages. So I'm feeling inspired. That's what it is. So I thought I'd put these back in as well first, and then maybe take a new page out or make a new page from scratch. I think actually today I wanted to make a new page from scratch. So I'm going to put these bits into various different places. Put that in there. Sorry, I should have done this to start with, but you know, hey, we're in this together, aren't we? I will just point out, so my migraine has left. However, I've been left with horrible indigestion now, so which I've had all day. I take omeprazole to kind of combat it, because can be a byproduct of a symptom of another medication that I take, but it's not. I'm on my third omeprazole. I've taken some other remedies and I've drunk lots of water, and I still just cannot shake it anyway. So I wanted to do something to kind of take my mind off it. So what I thought is we would what I wanted to do is I wanted to take a page out. Oh no, let's use this. It's a page. I want to make an envelope to go in here, and Jean, in one of my Happy Mail videos, whether it gets posted before or after this, I'm not quite sure, but she sent me a few of these envelopes. You can't get in the UK. They aren't a standard in the UK, and you can order them on Amazon, but they're very expensive. I think the last time I looked, they were about £36 for 9 of them. So they were, not something I was prepared to pay for. But anyway, I wanted to put one of these into, and I checked it. So this is one of the other pages that I'd taken out last time. It'll fit in because there's plenty of room. There's plenty of overhang room, I believe. So yeah, so it kind of should fit. So let's just try that in there. So if we have that, yeah, it should fit nicely. Yeah, should fit in there. And I wanted to do something with an envelope. So we can have an envelope in there. And the reason I got this out is so that I can know where I'm going to put the holes. So or they need to be, I guess it's got like a tab at the top and the bottom. So I need to kind of have an idea about where the holes go. Yeah, so they start at the where that line is. Okay, so that's fine. So the envelope will probably be too big. So what I thought I would do is I'd fold it over at the top, and then I'd fold up the bottom. It doesn't matter if it's shorter. So like what I thought I'd do is have it like this, and maybe have it as a pocket on the outside, and then we'd decorate it. Now I don't know whether to do it that way. I think I might do it this way actually. I'm going to turn this into a pocket, and then have the envelope, the other side being the envelope. Yeah? I think that's what I'm going to do anyway. So, and what I wanted to do is have the holes roughly in the right sort of place. So I think I might just go pop somewhere in the middle. I'm going to mark the holes where they're going to go now, and then I won't actually do the holes until I come back, until until I've finished, because then I can make a hole through all of the space. But I just want to kind of have an idea of where the holes are going to be, so I don't put any major piece in there. You know, if I put a word down here, I'm going to cut most of the word out, aren't I? Just have a bit of an idea, like I say. There's no right or wrong. Not teaching how to do anything. We're just having a play. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this card away so that we can get on and do stuff. That's really just there because my mats are terrible disgrace these days. So I did say I was going to keep it nice, didn't I? Right. I need what I need and what I have to hand are two separate things, but I can do with my bone folder. Wherever that may be. Well, one of them's here. Probably that one. Oh no, found the one I was looking for. My Teflon bone folder. So I just want to mark this line. Just like that, Dave. Just put the better score in, and also spool these up nicely so they lie down properly, and again across there. Okay, so not quite sure what I'm going to do with this, but I thought I would decorate it in some way, and there's more than that I could not tell you. So let's just see what we've got to hand. Might try and use some of my scraps up. That was the whole point of doing some of this, was to try and use the scraps up. So let's try and use some scraps up. Right, okay, so he might get put in. What have we got here? So this is some of my faux glassine. So, but I think I've over-dyed that one because it turns into like sellotape stuff. So like faux sellotape. Might use that. A bit shiny. Just going to stick lots. I'm going to kind of I don't want to completely obliterate it. Okay, so I think I might use that. So let's try and piece something together. Might use a bit of book page as well on the back of this. So like on the back side of it. Oh, it's backside. Leave the backside out of this, please, Dave. There's no need for that. That. Like that. We've got a card that's already started. I've got a few things that are already started now, Dave. Like that. Like that. Put that in there. Art is the thing. Sorry, art. Yeah, art is the thing. Nobody asked you to do. Yes, right. This is a bit Florentine. This kind of. Sure, that's a bit. There you go. A bit of that sellotape, that coveted sellotape, and my version of it. So, can I use it? Could I use it? I could perhaps use it in this if it was going to be applicable to anything. Okay, right. I've got a couple of kind of bits of inspiration. I could use a bit of a tab as well. This paper's one of my papers. I think it is indeed. Just used it. There you go. See, put it down for 2 minutes. Lost it already. Let's use some bits up, Dave. Go on, go for it. Go for the full using stuff up. Okay. New offer. Seller offer from eBay. Okay, so let's just do some inky. So yes, it's currently Sunday evening, and like I say, I've got terrible indigestion. And don't worry about this kind of edge. You're probably not going to see it. I'm going to overlay it with something in a minute. So, like, if those of you thinking, hang on a minute, that's a bit of a square edge for Dave. How on earth is he going to go with that? So it was no so I'm gonna cover it up. So don't worry about the square edges. Yeah, so I've had terrible indigestion. I think I've already said that a couple of times. So it's that way off, isn't it, Dave? Yeah. And yeah, just honestly, just don't. It really makes you feel a bit meh. Makes you feel very sad. I think I'm gonna stick that one on first. If you've never suffered from indigestion, you really don't know what I mean when I say it makes you feel a bit sad. It just takes your sparkle away. It's very much like when you have a migraine as well. It just makes you feel just less. I thought that was a folded over edge, but it's not. So I've just not been feeling great today. I did have a bit of a sleep. I thought that was going to help. Woke up with even worse indigestion. So of course lying down is not the best thing you can do when you have indigestion, because all you're doing is allowing the stomach acids to rise up through the tube that goes down your throat. I don't know what it's called. Esophagus? Is that right? I don't know. Please don't quote me. I'm not a medic. But yeah, I've just not been feeling great. So, and after, it was a joy to know that my migraine had disappeared this morning, but then sad to know that it had been replaced by something else entirely. No, actually, I didn't have any indigestion until I started eating today. Silly thing to do, isn't it? This eating malarkey. Whether I want to completely obliterate the whole thing. I think I'm going to put that on there. Okay. So Vic stayed last night, and he went to work today, and he's coming back tonight. But he's on a late tonight, so he doesn't finish until about 10:15. It's currently 20 to 10 in the evening. So I thought I'd do a bit of crafty stuff. Now I'm feeling a bit better, because I've just not feel like doing anything earlier when I was in the eye of the storm of feeling indigestion. It's hot. It's actually acid reflux. It's a medical condition. It's not just a bit of heartburn. It just makes you feel. It dulls your personality. I think I'm going to put that on there. I might have this on here or somewhere. Over there. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to worry about that. Dave, get on with this bit. Just get on with it, Dave. Or let's ink this edge. So today I haven't really done very much. I started watching Devil Wears Prada yesterday. I love that film. But I haven't managed to finish it, so because I did my live and then just forgot about it after that. So then finished watching it today, so it was nice to just sit and do nothing for a bit. Then I did some housework and did some washing and had something to eat. That's when I started to feel bleh. And then felt a bit I couldn't really do very much else, because every time I leant forward I felt very ill, like I was going to be sick. I'm always a bit scared to. I'm really sorry if I'm burping. Oh, I don't know. see, look, if I'm really quiet, I was really quiet because I haven't got my microphone on, so I'm really sorry. So hopefully that's better, and hopefully you can hear me. And if not, I'll have to ditch the whole video. And I don't know whether that's even worth putting on, Dave. That's just a bit rubbish, Dave. To get rid of the bits of rubbish. Yeah. So I don't know whether you could hear me before, so I'm not going to pause the video and find out. We'll wait and see. And if it doesn't make it to air, it's because it was too quiet, and I felt like you couldn't hear me enough. And if it does make it to air, then I kind of just went with it. So I'm going to put him on in some way, but I don't know how. And I'm going to put that on in some way, maybe up there. But like, let's sort this pocket out. So I'm going to have a little bit of a pocket here, and I'm going to put this on, and it's got a perfect square. Well, it's not a perfect square edge, but it's got a square edge, which means it'll fit nicely on there. And maybe I should have. The problem is, you can see the holes. Which I shouldn't have done now. I'm regretting that. Maybe I should do it that way. But then that's too straight, Dave. Maybe I should do that, put this on, and have something else down that bit there. Maybe I should have a bit of this down there. Maybe that would be nice if it was that way. But we could put it that way up, couldn't we? It doesn't have to be the right way up. I'll just do it, Dave. So yeah, just horrible when anybody that suffers with anything that dulls their personality. Excuse me. So I completely know how it feels if you suffer with anything that makes you feel less than. I completely understand. Completely right. I'm not going to fold all of that over. Just want to fold enough of it over so that you don't see the edge of it, but not so much so that it adds too much bulk to it. So maybe I should have put that on first, Dave. Oh, Dave. Oh, Dave. Oh, Dave. Just, oh, Dave, yes. Let's just leave it at that. I'm going to put that on like that. I think that's going to go like that. Yes. Yes, am I happy with that? Yeah, I am. I'm going to put that on there like that. Yeah. And then I'll cut it off at the bottom. Any bit that overlap over it, that hangs off the bottom. I might fold it round just so that it's, again, like not just a raw edge at the bottom. So I'm going to put that right up to there. And that's going to go around there, yeah. Oh, Dave. I'm still Daving myself now, so. But we kind of have to just get on with these things, don't we? So we might suffer with pains and ills and aches and such like, but kind of just have to get on with it. It's, those of us that have these things tend to find that they're not actually going to go away. They're not going to do. It's not going to go away of its own volition. Volition, is that right? Is that the right word? Who knows? Tune in next week when Dave might find out what he's talking about. No, don't tune in next week. Not for that reason. You'd be sorely disappointed if you were tuning in for that reason. He's never going to know what he's talking about. So. Just stick that on there. And I don't know whether to stick that fully down and then fold it over. I just don't want it to be. Oh, there you go. That's separating now. That bit there. Hold that down. Should I bend it over? I don't want to completely use all of this if I don't have to. I'm going to cut that off there. I'm going to fold the rest of it over. I think the ink's coming off of it a little bit because it's vellum. It's vellum, and the ink doesn't really take very well to vellum. So, I mean, you can get it to stay on, but if you rub it, it just come off. So, and I've never been able to get it to print on there. I know some people can print on vellum. I guess it's the different types of vellum. But I find the ink just pulls on the surface of it and doesn't really go anywhere. So I might put him. Where's the fella go? There. I might put him there. Yes, I'm going to put him there. I think I might make his photo look a bit older though. A bit more sepia toned than. And I'm not mad about it. But it's gone a bit mottly. It's fine. I'm not mad about it. So I'm just going to have him poking up, poking his two penneth into it. So pop that onto there. I want to be able to see a bit of him, but not the bottom of the. Yep, that's fine. I didn't want to see the bottom of the thing. That's what I didn't want to see. I don't know whether I'm going to. Shall I put that up there, or am I obliterating stuff? I don't mind though. I do like that. I might highlight the embossing of it. I don't know whether I'm actually highlighting the embossing of it at all. So the intention was to highlight the embossing of it, but I don't know whether it's actually working. I know it is now. And then I'm going to highlight the edge. I'm going to leave it with that rough edge. And the whole idea is just to make a few like bits of arty stuff to go on it. Is that the right way up? Yeah, it is. Just to have times where I just create to make things to go in this journal, and not overthink the process. Just for these days when I'm feeling like this, or when I just feel like I want to do something crafty, but I don't know what it is that I want to do. Perfect for these days. And then that way, then I'm not putting myself under pressure to like, this is what I've got to make, and I'm going to do this, and I've got to have achieved this by whatever time, etc. Just gonna make things, and I think it can be very stifling when you're a YouTube content creator. It can be very stifling to put yourself under pressure to create certain things and achieve it by a certain time, and don't know whether I'm adding. Am I gilding a lily there? I might be gilding the lily. So let's go on to this back page now. So I might have some more of this maybe on the. Now I've got to leave that hole, or at least make another hole. I don't know, is that the same size? Oh, there's only one way to find out, Dave, isn't there? Punch a hole in something and then see. Is that the same size? Oh, you little darling, you are. Yeah, it can be very stifling to put yourself under pressure to create things. I like that. To say, you know, I'm going to have to make this, and this, and it becomes a business, and then you become a bit overwhelmed by it. So these kind of things, making, that's just a bit of rubbish, Dave. Making things for your own benefit, for like little art journal things, is good, because you're just saying I'm going to create something, and you're not making yourself create anything specific. It's a something. At the end of the day, if you've created something, you've accomplished what you want to set out to do. I'm going to make something. So this is what I think I'm gonna try and do more of. Just making something. Some of these things I really probably aren't going to use in this, but then again I might take that bit of fabric out, put that in there. No, probably not going to do anything with that. What's that one say? Celebrate might do. Bit of map. Don't know. No. Don't know. Might put a button on it. Never know. Might put that on it. Oh, there's that. Might put that on just to use it up and use that up maybe. What's this? Bit of that. Bit of that. Not that. Bit of that. I don't want to put everything away, but equally I don't want to leave everything out either, because there are some things I'm definitely not going to use. So, okay, so out of these bits, I will find things to make and do with. So maybe have that. Could I have that across there? I think I could. Okay, so I want something in the background, so I'll put some paper. So maybe the blue page that I was using will be... what am I doing? I don't know. What am I doing? Tearing a bit off is what I was planning to do. And then going to stick the whole thing to it. I should have left that as a... So I could have stuck it underneath, but I bet I can't now. I guess I could put some underneath it and some over the top, I guess. Oh, just tear that down. Oh well. Like I say, I'm not going to put myself under any pressure to do anything specific. So, right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tear off this edge. Tear it a bit straighter is what I want to do. Should have thought about this at the start, but hey, thinking ahead. What are you talking about? Thinking ahead? I don't know what this thinking ahead lark is all about. So I'm going to have that there, and then that's going to come over here. So if I rip that, then that should go underneath either side, and then that should go over the top on that bit there. Yeah, that'll do. Right, now I'm using the glue book. I need something to use as the glue book. Let's do this. So, I just want to glue across that edge there. I'm definitely gluing more paper than I actually need, because you'll see what I mean. I'm going to have to cut it round the envelope flap in a second, but let's just... Oh, I didn't realise that had a map on the back. Right, that bit goes under there. That bit goes under there. That bit goes over the top. There you go, and then I'm just going to glue that bit on. That bit down now. And the same with this. And all along this bit that I've peeled back. I know it's a khaki hand way of doing it, but hey, I've achieved it. Done what I set out. Well, I've done what I set out to achieve, because I didn't set out to achieve anything. Let's tear that bit off. Okay, and then if that flaps down, that should stay put. It does indeed. Good. Right. Okay. Let's cut round this bit. Concentrating, sorry, gone quiet. You know me. Concentrating and breathing is multitasking in my world. There we go. Let's take that off. That's all sticky. Move that out of the way. Okay, so now I need to make a hole with this, now that I know it's the right size. I'll just sit that there. Perfect. Wunderbar. Get off me. Thank you. So that's that, and then what I should have done that after I'd put this on, shouldn't I? Yeah, the only reason I wanted to do that is I think I might tear this out. Yeah, I'm going to tear it so I get a white edge, so I'm tearing it up. Tearing the waste up. Oh, that's what I mean. Oh, it's really difficult to tear when you've got sticky fingers, because your fingers get stuck to the bits and you end up like pulling your fingers away and then tearing more off than you expected to. So maybe I should have wiped my fingers down first, Dave. No. Many a happy accident has happened whilst crafting this way. Crafting without a safety wire. Safety wire? Safety net. Oh, safety wire. I'm sure the people have safety wires as well. Shut up, Dave. Honestly, you never stop wittering on about nothing. This edge is very hard to tear because, well, let's not tear it then, Dave. Do we have? I did have. What was there? I was going to say, I've got my little thingy tool. Can't tear it. I'm going to get in with this instead. Don't know what this is called. A tearing tool. Gives it that kind of torn look. And then I'm just going to ink this down. My inker. I'm just having a moment, just bear with me a second. I'm just having a bit of a moment where my indigestion is really making me feel a bit unwell. I hope it's going to subside. Hopefully it'll subside before I go to bed, because there's nothing worse than lying down with that feeling of feeling like you're going to be sick. And I'm not sick. I just bring up stomach. It's my stomach acids like come back up into my throat, and it's not very nice. Yeah, I'm going to put that on there. I'll put that on with. Put it on with this, and I'll have to stamp out that bit. I know it's going to stamp out some of the word, but never mind. Oh, Dave, that's not in the middle. What? The middle? Why would we want to put it in the middle, Dave? Cool. Right. Okay. Now I can poke it out again. Poke that hole out again. Stamp it out. Whatever. So you don't have it in the. I couldn't get purchase on the stamp, so I couldn't pop it out. Oh, there you go. On the stamp. Punch. That's what I meant. Okay. So move that out of the way. So, might have maybe this. This is some of my own paper. Have that. Not worried about that bit. Yeah, I'm gonna have that on there. That sticky dot. Get rid over there. Let's get some. What should we use? Walnut stain. What shall I use? What's over here? Vintage photo, or my favourite. There's some vintage photo on it. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that was not very nice. I'm just gonna have to take. See, I might have to take another pill. I've got one here. I've got some water. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I think I probably had more than I should have done of those omeprazole today. So I need to be careful. Definitely overdosed on those. I don't know what the maximum is in a day, but I've never taken this many. Not in one day. My card, there we go. You know what, I might tear that out. Put that on there, maybe on there, and have it on. Like, that paper is so very brittle. Just going to use another piece of it though as a glue book. Got loads of this paper. Put that back on there for a minute. So we're going to have maybe have that up there. I'll have it on there somewhere, I'm sure. Should I have that there? No, I'll have it there. Let's go for it there. I'm not going to worry too much about the inky edges because I think I'm going to cover most of it up. It's just going to be kind of in the background, but I will just ink a little bit. This is the reason why I want to cover most of it up, is because it's so fragile. Just glue the back of this. That's a bit thick, isn't it? Because it's got a join on it. Put it that way round, actually. Prefer the texture of it that way. Oh. All these little bits, and they're all stuck to my fingers now. So Dave, get rid of that. That's what the whole point of having that little bin next to you is. All those bits that you don't want to get stuck to you, put them in there. I'm trying to build up a bit of interest, really. There we go. That said, I want to come off there, so it did. So I let it. So maybe have those two there. Maybe a bit of that. Yeah, let's do that. So let's stick that to that first. And then we'll ink the edges. So you need to ink that first, Dave. And then stick that to there. Where's me think ink on there? That can go in the bin. That's better. I've got a bit more ink coming out of it now. Could do with something to hold that down while I work. Perhaps I need some of that stuff that Tim Holtz has brought out, that gel stuff that you kind of stops your stuff from moving around. I don't know what it's called. It's stuff. It's called stuff. It's called something stuff. Stuff being the universal language of everything you can't remember. Universal, sorry, not language, the universal code name for everything you can't remember. Yeah, put that there. I'm sure it was the other way up. It was. I thought I'd glued the wrong side down, but no, I hadn't. I'm all right. Yeah, this is a bit heavier, so I'm going to use glue on this. Like I say, this is not me showing you how to do anything. This is just me giving myself time to play, and it's only by doing these things that you kind of then come up with ideas of, I could do this, I could do this. I'm not going to do that again. Those kind of things. Do I want to have anything? I don't know. I kind of feel like I want to see a bit of the inside of it. Maybe that on there. No, not there. Maybe have that there. Yeah, I'm going to ink that, but ink it up though. This is a bit of wallpaper, so you can tell by the feeling of it, and also by how fibrous it is. So the backing as well is very textured, and that's so that it creates a key when you put the plaster. No, don't put plaster on it, Dave. The paste on the back, it creates the wallpaper paste, the glue that you adhere it with. It's very porous, so that it creates a key and it stays on your wall. Which is a really good job with wallpaper. I'll leave that. I'm not going to go too high. I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to put a little bit more of something on here. I think that's definitely that way up. Maybe go. Yeah, I'm going to go there. Is it the right? Oh, I don't know. Is it? No, it's not even the right way up, is it, Dave? Does it have to be the right way up? Is that the right way up? Oh, I don't know. Does it matter? Does it matter? A little bit? No, nobody's going to notice. It's art anyway, so you can do what you like with art. It's my art, so I can do anything I like with it. So. Oh, hello. Put that on there. Put that on maybe a bit of a gap. No, I don't want to see that. There's a straight line on this particular piece of paper, so I don't want to see that. But I don't mind having that little gap there. That's that. That's not a piece of usable paper. Well, this is obviously everything's usable, but it's not a piece of paper I want to use. No, I don't want to use that either. I want to use this. If I do, I'm going to have to tear some edges off it. Let's tear that all the way down and then see whether I'm going to use it all. No, I'm not. I'm not going to. I'm going to stick that there. In fact, I don't know. Should I layer those two up? Yeah, you know what? I am. Stick that to that. Stick that on there. Yep. And I'm going to put that on there. Maybe. Put it there. Shall I put it there? Yes, I'm going to put it there. Or somewhere thereabouts. Yep, there. Right, that's cool. I'll put that down. Why is that not going down? Okay. No, don't want that. Doesn't feel right. That's definitely not right. That's the wrong kind of. That's the wrong kind of right, or the right kind of wrong. Who knows? What have I got stuck to me now? What have I got stuck to me? Something always stuck to me. Yep, I'm going to put that on there. Bit of comic strip or whatever it is. I think it's from one of those. Was it from that girls' book that I bought, the girls' annual or whatever? It's from one of those very old, not very old, but like from I think their 50s or whatever. Cartoon book. No, it's an activity book for kids, I think. Activities for books for kids back in the 50s, wasn't that? Sit there and do as you're told. Do you know what? I think I'm going to have that on there, and I'm going to make it into a little tuck. I'm going to put it on there and just glue it at that edge so that you can tuck something under it. Let's just make sure I get it in the right place. Because I can. And I will, because it's my book, my thing. So I'm going to. So see if I care. Maybe a bit of this round there. I don't hate it. I don't know whether I love it, but I don't hate it. Put that on there, I guess. A bit more of that paper though, isn't it? It's a bit more of the same. Let's not use the same stuff. Dave, use that. Nope, don't like that. That's just another one of those things. This bit of vellum. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to put that round there, except that that's not very straight now, but hey. Right, let's try and get this. So this is 12 and that's half past. Half past. Do that. Put that round there. Is that kind of a bit straighter? Yeah, that's fine. And then I'm going to move that up a bit further up. Move that up a bit further up. Yes, that as well, Dave. I'm going to ink that edge now that I've creased it, because it's got like a white bloom to it. Just ink these edges anyway. And I've just had a bit of an idea, but that might not do it. I might put this. You're not going to see much of it, although I might put it over the top, to be fair. Yep, I'm going to put that over the top. Random, I know, hey? It's all about being a bit random. Not wrong with being a bit random. Ugh. It's a very gluey blob that just came off the glue. Put that on there. Smooth that out. Make sure it's glued down nicely. Yep, that's fine. And I might put I want something under this. You're not really going to see it though, are you, Dave? So it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We're going to have that there, aren't we? Yes, we are. So we're just going to stick this on. So. Get it all over the back bit and all over the front bit. I want to make sure I go right up to the edge, otherwise it's going to get caught and torn and etc. And that is going to go around there. That's going to go on that. Oh, hang on, no, Dave. Hang on a minute, Dave. Don't do that, Dave. That is the wrong. You could have told me. Wrong side, folks. Wrong bit, Dave. He nearly did it, but he didn't. We've all done that before, gone to stick something in the wrong place, haven't we? I'll just try and rub that back off there so that it doesn't leave a gooey mark. That's fine. And then this is going to stick down and be a pocket, so we're going to put this. Actually, let's cut this edge off. And that bit there. Try not to cut off the envelope, otherwise it's going to open it up. It won't be an envelope, it'll just be a hanging piece of paper. I'm just going to glue that down there. Wipe it off the front. And glue down there. Maybe a bit more. Put that down. Does that need to be clipped a bit? Maybe. Can't get in there now. There we go. Glue that bit down. And that bit down. And there. And then we've got this little claspy envelopey thing. Oh, let's ink some of the edges on this as well. Ink this edge here. I think that needs to be stuck down better. Okay. Yep, ink that edge. Ink down here. And here. Guess I should have done that edge as well, shouldn't I? Really. But never mind. And there. It's for me, so it's not as big a thing for me. There we go. Cool, that's it. So, right, let's put some of these things back that I didn't use, because then they can be used some other time. Right, has that actually got anything on it, Dave? Is it worth keeping? Not really. Didn't use that thing I was going to use, did I might use a bit of that yet. I could use that on one of the things. I'm not going to use that. Put the lid on that. These bits can go in here. That can go in there. They're now pages. They were my glue book, but they're now bits to use. That's it. That really needs to take centre stage on my book, because that's exactly what this book's all about. It's art is doing things that nobody asked you to do. So we can have that tucked in there. We might have some other things tucked in eventually at some point. Let's maybe tuck that in as well. We've got this. We can now put that through there. I just love, that's such an ingenious thing. And I need to make the holes in this, I know. But these things could go in this book, doesn't they? That needs to go back in that thing. That was the thing I was thinking. That didn't go in this. But we'll put it in something else, don't worry. It will get used. It's not going to get thrown away, I'm telling you now, it's not going to. So what I might do is I might put a bit of this down. And I did at some point have a thing to tear on, but I don't know where it is. I had like a proper serrated tooth thing. Sellotape dispenser. Well, sticky tape dispenser, whatever you choose to call it. I'm going to put this on here somewhere. Where shall I have it? Maybe I should have it across the top there. You know what? That's exactly where I'm going to put it. You know what? I am. I just need to cover it in this. Right. That's not going to be easy, is it, Dave? You might have to smooth it out with your finger. Yeah, you are. You're going to have to do that. That's what you're going to have to do. Otherwise it won't. Won't get full coverage. I'll stick that on there. Oh, maybe a bit. That's a bit over the top there. Oh well, like that. And then that should dry clear underneath. I don't have any. I literally do not today. I have nowhere to wipe anything. I have to wipe it on this. I won't tell you what this is because then you'll go. So, anyway, put that back in there. I might use that. Probably not going to use that, so I'll get rid of that, all that. Okay, so let's get rid of this because that's my gluey page thing. Let's just fold it over. You know, I like to have a bit of a tidy before I finish up. Put that over there. That little bag can go back in there where I got it from. That can go hang back up. That can go back in the bag. As can that. That can go in the glue, which I can manage to do today, which I couldn't do at the weekend. Okay, so now what I do need to do is I need to make the holes back in this. So what shall I do? I might. Oh no, that's the wrong thing, Dave. That's the right thing. So I'm going to put the holes in here so that I can clamp it in the book. That's the right way around, isn't it? Yeah, it is, Dave. It is, Dave. And I think, should I do it without the aid of a safety net and just go in and... No, Dave, that's not going to go well if you do that. So let's draw them on. That's about the middle, isn't it? Doesn't have to be in the middle anyway, Dave. There. 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 And there. Okay, cool. I'm going to check on that. Punch that through there. Ooh, ow. Felt like I'd broken my wrist. I don't know about making a hole. Punch that through there. That's a lot of, that's asking a lot of it to get through that, all of that paper though. And that through there. Well, that's it. That's much easier. And then this one here. Oh. Blimey, I should have had my breakfast this morning. There. I'm just trying. Also worried about like pinching my skin. That's the other thing that's making me flinch. Especially when you've got podgy hands. Hang on, it's stuck. Oh, there you go. There we go. Cool. Okay, so that can go back in there. Cool. And that's my little rule. I'll probably decorate this at some point, but it'll be my guide for now. So I'm going to put you back in there. (2006). That's not today, is it? What, 2006/2007? That's neither of them are today. Where should we put this? Should we put? Oh, look! There's another opportunity for something to decorate with that same kind of decoupaging over plastic technique. No, I don't want it in the back, Dave. Where should we put it? We put it in the front. So that they should all line up. Oh, they do. Ha ha! They do. Brilliant. There you go. So we've got this page is the newest one that we've done. So that's our little envelope courtesy of Jean from New York, and that's going to be a little like tucky thing there. But yeah, cool. That's another page done in our journal. Well, in my journal. Get your hands off. Get your own. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it today. Thank you for spending some time with me. Thank you for keeping me company. I'm really glad about the size of that. And I am going to go, and I'm going to probably go and take another indigestion. No, I'm not going to take any more indigestion tablets. I'm going to go and just do nothing for a bit, and hopefully it will start to dissipate. So anyway, thank you all for watching. Remember, I love you all without exception until you give me a reason not to. So don't give me a reason not to, and make sure you like this video, and share it if you want to share it. If I could turn back time. Shut up with the share, Dave. So yes, thank you very much. I hope to see you all in the next video, and lots of kisses, mwah, 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 lots of hugs, and I'll see you all very soon. You all take care, folks. See you soon. Take care. Bye. Bye.